Hi, this is Ron Gannett here in beautiful Saddlebrook, Arizona. And you know, the longer you live, the more you see friends and family and people suffer and go through stuff that we never imagined we would go through. Often people wonder, they may not say it, but they think in their head, I wonder if God has turned his back on me. They feel isolated, they feel alone. But you know what I've discovered in my old age is that no matter what happens, God is always involved. He is always at work. And we should never be disappointed at what happens to us, but rather look for the purposes that God has in what he's doing. You know, last Sunday I was in our church. We preached on Acts chapter 7 about Stephen and his suffering. And you know, as Stephen, the first martyr of the church, was being stoned, he cried out. He says, Lord Jesus, receive my spirit. I mean, he had full confidence in God, even though he was dying, expecting God to take him home in spite of the junk that was coming his way. And then he fell on his knees and he cried out with a loud voice, Lord, do not hold this sin against them. You know, not only did he have trust, but he had love for other people. So much love that he said, God, forgive those people that are killing me, those that are hurting me, those that are doing things that disappoint me. God, I trust you even with those people. You know, we never know what a day holds. Susie and I this past summer were in Dallas, Texas, and we went through an intersection where one day Susie was driving and a girl that couldn't see very well jumped out in front of Susie's car looking for a bus coming the other way, didn't see Susie. Susie hit her on the hood of the car. She rolled over the top of the car and off the back. But you know, God was at work. God was in charge. Behind Susie in the car was a doctor with one of the first cell phones invented. He stopped and took care of the girl, put her in his car, took her to the hospital. And then a couple of days later, we went to the hospital thinking the family would be a little disappointed with us, but they were thrilled to see us, to tell us that with all the treatment and x-rays, they found out that this little girl that had a seeing problem had had a back issue for years, and they discovered the problem and were able to deal with it because of that little accident. You know, my friends, God is always at work, and God wants to do stuff through you. So when you feel alone, you feel isolated, disappointed, and not knowing what to do, close your eyes and pray and ask God to do something and tell him that you totally trust him. And then open your eyes and watch God do something very special.